Henry Ford said, when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. When I was 20, I got in a car accident and it caused some severe traumatic injuries. I broke my ribs and it knocked my pelvis out of line and caused a concussion. So I went to the emergency room and they sent me home and I started recovery. And over the next year I did physical therapy 3 times a week, and I started off small on the treadmill, and then I continued doing exercises that help strengthen my body. From that, I learned that small progress is still progress, and I have to trust the process. I noticed as time went on after I was released from therapy that I was still in pain, so I went back to the orthopedic doctor, and this is where I learned to be an advocate for my body. I finally found a doctor, a spinal surgeon, who found the issue. I had a lot of testing up until that point, and I had several doctors tell me it was just chronic pain and just something I'd have to live with the rest of my life. So this spinal surgeon scheduled me for surgery, and I was put on restriction, and I had an anterior cervical discectomy and fusion on my neck, and they also took bone from my hip, so they fused alloy in my hip bone to support my discs. It was the most pain I've ever felt in my life. And then when I came home, I had to be alone. I had to be in a neck brace. I couldn't be moved. So I would pass the time watching TV and reading. I continued on physical restriction. And then upon the release of that, I started working out again, and I had to start with 1 pound weights. I learned to give myself a lot of grace because it was really hard. And I started at ground zero and I could only go up. So I continued to push and I got strong again. And it wasn't easy. I wanted to quit a lot and I didn't give up, but it changed who I was and my trajectory in life. I learned how important exercise is to have a fully healthy body, and I work out now several times a week. Exercise gave me my life back and helped me recover in one of the hardest times. And I continue to celebrate my progress, big and small. I will always advocate now for my body because I know my body better than anyone else, and I continue to give myself grace, not only for my physical self, but all the aspects in my life. Thank you. Did I do it?